После небольшого перерыва продолжаю. Тут мех должен быть, тяжелый мех. Надо как-то его вызвать. Вот он появился. Увожу их от этого меха. Ну, опять свой трюк я сейчас сделаю, чтобы оживить Гаруса, чтобы не тратить аптечки. Все живой. Вот он стоит рядом. И спрятаться негде. Ну, может быть, вот здесь. Может быть, вот здесь только. Этим оружием его. Так. Я что, убил его? Я его убил? Похоже на то, что я его шлепнул. Похоже, что я его шлепнул. Меха. Похоже на то.
Concussive shot ready.
Так, броня восстановилась, щит. Я его убил в ногу.
Enemy combat drone.
Have a nice trip.
Где они все? Мерзавцы.
There we go.
Enough with the toys. I need to look my father in the eye and hear him justify this.
Ну, я же по всей видимости, по всей очевидности, я убил массу эту всю вот этим вот своим Мак Кейном. Мак Кейном я убил их. Мак Кейном я их убил. Вообще я не очень люблю применять вот это тяжелое оружие, потому что всегда хочу, чтобы оно было наготове. Элемент Zero, у меня его бесконечность. Больше его не надо. есть что-нибудь? Так, ничего больше нет. Нет, наверное. Ну, врагов тут уже нету. Это уже финал. Финал миссии. Ну, по старой привычке прошвырнемся тут. Что тут есть?
You're here. I knew a real squad would blow through just fine. Sorry if the mech scuffed your pads. I'll get you something nice when we get back to Alliance space. Gotta have some back bacon. What about your crew, acting captain? Total loss. Toxic food turned them wild. They propped me up here in some kind of ritual behavior. Waiting for a chance to signal it's been hell. That's the best you can do? You let all your people talk back like that? Who are you exactly?
Doesn't matter. You're running a very questionable setup here, Captain. Explain.
Of course. It was chaos after the crash, and the crew never really accepted me as captain. They rebelled and trapped us here. Once they started eating the toxic food, I couldn't control them. And I couldn't get to the beacon.
Just stop. We know what you did to your crew. Why let this go 10 years?
Who the hell are you?
Taylor. Lieutenant Jacob Taylor.
Jacob. My Jacob?
Нежданчик. Нежданчик.
Not who you expected, Captain?
I was hoping not to have to explain this to him. Or anyone, really. You have to understand, this isn't me. The realities of command, they change you. I wasn't ready for that. I made sure you were taught right. Before I left, I hoped to leave it at that.
I'm not fighting, Captain. At some point, you chose to do this to your crew. You.
What was that moment? I want to know that there was an actual reason.
There was resistance to the plan. Mutiny. We had to take a hard line to keep order. And things settled down. As the decay set in, we made sure the crew were comfortable. Some even seemed happier. Ignorance is bliss, right? And they were grateful for guidance, like an instinct. Pure authority was easy at first. Months in, the effect lowered inhibitions. They got territorial. Rank, protocol, they couldn't understand. We had to establish dominance. After a while, the perks seemed normal.
That's it? You created a harem and played king? 10 years in a juvenile fantasy?
I can't point where it all went wrong. But when the beacon was ready, revealing what happened didn't seem like a good idea.
Can't say this wouldn't be a hell of a vacation. But you don't get to just walk away after all this time.
You're damn right he doesn't. What happened here, I should vent his head. But he's not even worth pulling the trigger. I don't know who you are, because you're not any father I remember.
Итак, что мы с ним сделаем? Давайте убьем его.
I'm pretty sure we can spare the ammo.
Yeah, you're right. But I'm not taking the shot. My father owned his mistakes. He was a different man. A good man.
Half charged. You've seen the crazy ones. This won't stop them.
It's not for them, Dad.
Ну вот и пройдена миссия. То есть я выбрал опцию, которую хотел сам Джейкоб. Джейкоб был на него очень зол и явно хотел его убить. Также мы должны получить много очков ренегата, красная которая.
They get as much as a glimpse, and you're restricted to decaf.
Great, may as well serve it in the airlock, you hard ass.
What do you mean it wasn't you?
Jacob, if I had leaked the information about the Gernsback, I would be smiling at your resolution of the situation. I am not smiling.
Really? Because given the result, it feels like something you'd have your hands in.
You know very little about me, Shepard. Don't presume to understand my intentions. Cerberus is ultimately about humanity. My people are valuable to me.
Fine, you didn't forward it, so who did?
I did.
Was this supposed to be a favor, or did you just want to see him squirm?
What he did with it was his own business. There was a time when it mattered to you. Sending this along seemed like keeping an old promise. I keep my promises.
Miranda, we'll discuss your liberal interpretation of security protocol in private. Shepard, Jacob.
Ну, здесь я сделаю исключение и так, слева что-то выберу.
You good with this, Jacob?
It's all bull, Shepard. Captain Taylor's body has some catching up to do, but the man died a long time ago. I've already dealt with that. I guess he was a good enough father that even he can't screw up what he taught me.
You had no idea Miranda was behind this?
No, she's got a good memory. Selective, but good. I haven't thought about those days in a long time. Can't figure which promise she meant, though. Not sure I really want to know. She requires a better man than I.
Come on, we've got work to do.
Aye, Commander. Shepard, thanks for the help.
Let's not make a habit of it.
Восемь ренегатов мы получили. Этот Джейкоб, он довольно симпатичный персонаж. Вот он мне нравится. Весьма симпатичный персонаж, который будет также и в третьем Mass Effect он будет тоже. Research, Палладий, много Палладия. Ну, я быстро прошел вот этот второе видео из этой миссии, второе и последнее видео. И поэтому я поиграю еще. Тут уже ничего нету. Это тоже нам не надо.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Actually, wanted to talk. Medical matters. Aware that mission is dangerous. Different species react differently to stress. Aware you come by a great deal. Have had other species become attracted to me before. Awkward. Not interested.
I don't feel that way about you either, Morton, but thank you for bringing it up.
Good. Appreciate clarification. Cross-species body language. Awkward. Movements of your lower eyelids suggestive by Solarian standards. Glad you stopped by. Cleared the air.
Ренегата еще получил. Этот персонаж тоже мне симпатичен очень. Соларианцы. Соларианцы. Тоже мне симпатичны.
Thanks for diverting to the Gurns back, Shepard. I appreciate being able to clean up that mess. Don't worry. It will not affect how I do my job. It's over.
I'm interested in getting to know you better.
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Джейкоб замочил своего отца и прекрасно себя чувствует при этом.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
A new message at my private terminal. Вот кому надо, почитайте, вот. Ерунда. Ерунда.
You had me so worried when you were trapped on the collector ship. Thank goodness for Edie.
We would have found a way without any help from an AI.
I'm sure you're right. You seem to do the impossible. But still, the elusive man made sure Edie was installed for this mission. Now I see why. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Tally seems very distraught after receiving a message. Maybe you could check in on her down in engineering. Thane would like to see you down in life support on the crew deck. Anything else, Commander?
Вот чет мы с ней не будем, потому что это может повредить.
Yes, Commander.
Это может повредить роману с Мирандочкой, нашей красавицей, синеглазой брюнеткой. Ну, что-нибудь Джокер скажет, тоже симпатичный персонаж.
The stuff with Jacob's dad, it's bullshit, right? Because it looked like bullshit to me.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Очень симпатичная комната.
Shepard.
Is there something wrong?
Yes. Now that you are here, though, it seems more difficult to talk about.
I've got time. Take it at your own pace.
Thank you. I fear I've already done that for too long. I had a family once. I still have a son. His name is Kolya. I haven't seen him for a very long time.
Его сына зовут Коля.
All right, you spawn. Organic species tend to do that. Is that all you wanted to talk about?
There have been complications. I used my contacts to trace Kolya. He has become disconnected. He does what his body wills.
Just give it to me straight. I'm not interested in your philosophical BS.
He has gone to the Citadel and has gained a job as a hitman. I could discover no more.
When there's a chance, we'll stop at the Citadel. But more than one person will die if we don't stop the collectors.
Yes, of course. I'll be meditating until you need me.
Restroom is on the port side of the ship.
I can't believe the collectors were once Protheans.
I always pictured Protheans being regal, not giant bugs.
Who knows what the Reaper...
Commander, what can I do for you?
You have a minute, Miranda?
I do. I suppose we should talk. I don't know what this is. If this is stress or just blowing off steam or...
Вот сейчас нельзя допускать ошибку, иначе роман может быть потерян. с ней.
I care about you, Miranda. And I think you care about me.
This is no time for emotional entanglement. You and I know more about the collectors than anyone. We know how unlikely it is that we're coming back alive. What idiotic bunch of hormones thought that now was a great time for love?
Только вот эту выбираем опцию, любовь, только вот эту.
Who said anything about love? I'm just trying to get you into bed.
You ass.
Come on, Miranda. You want this.
Yeah, I do. So don't die. You promised me, damn it.
Опять надо выбирать правильно, вот это вот.
I died once already. I don't plan to do it again.
Give me some time. When I'm ready, I'll come by, okay?
С Гарусом поговорю, может быть.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
Он занимается своей любимой калибровкой, когда не хочет говорить. Ну вот у этой никогда ничего не бывает, вот у этой дамочки с первого Mass Effect тоже.
How may I help you, Commander?
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander. Access to the AI core is restricted.
В дальнейшем в игре вот с этой комнатой что-то будет связано, очень важные задачи разные. Что-то там будет. Так. Какие у нас еще задания есть? Какие еще задания есть у нас? Тали надо пойти, чуть не забыл. Тали надо идти. Ну, к Рогану нечего идти, он будет требовать пойти выполнить его задание. К нему не может не подходить.
I need to get to Pragia, Shepard. Soon.
I'll think about that. Meanwhile, I have to go.
Yep.
Ну, она тоже, я зря к ней подошел, то же самое, ведь не был в Праге. Тоже довольно такая интересная миссия, приятная миссия.
Shepard, I've got a problem and I may need your help. But I need to ask you something first. I need to know if I can trust you. Some of this might involve fleet security. Cerberus cannot be involved.
You have my word. If necessary, I'll contact the elusive man to make sure he stays out.
Don't bother. He just lied to you. Hearing it from you is enough. I just received a message from the migrant fleet. The Admiralty Board has accused me of treason. I'm scared, Shepard.
What happens when a Quarian is accused of treason?
There's a hearing with members of the Admiralty Board acting as judges. My father is an admiral on the board. He'll have to recuse himself from judgment. I can't even imagine what he's thinking right now. The punishment for treason is exile. If they convict me, I can never go back.
Okay, let's go find the flotilla.
I was going to book passage on another ship. I didn't think there would be time for you to help. Thank you, Shepard. I'll program the Normandy with the flotilla's current location. The admirals will be waiting for us.
Вот эти задания все наших героев, наших вот,
What has the new shielding done to your power grid balance?
наших вспомогательных вот этих вот всех солдат можно выполнять, когда вы захотите. Это не к спеху. Но все должно быть выполнено перед последней миссией. Вот решающая миссия. Иначе у вас кто-то будет умирать по ходу и тому подобное. Ну, сохраню я. Уже играю какое-то время. И без прохождения изучу, что дальше делать в спокойной обстановке. Изучу. Сейф. Ну вот, все, третий сейв, вот он есть. Так, ну, спасибо за внимание. Вот 26 минут. 26 минут. Пока.